Brunch is a great way to enjoy a morning meal at weekends, and the combination of warm weather and an abundance of yummy seasonal fruits makes the idea all the more attractive. It's certainly inspired passionate foodie Teresa Ulyate, who has come up with a scrumptious spring brunch menu. Teresa.
Hi.
It's always such a treat spending time with you in the kitchen.
Oh, lovely having you.
And on such a beautiful spring day.
Yes, so we've got a spring-inspired menu today, and we're going to start with some mealie bread.
Let's get going.
We're going to sift our dry ingredients. Pop your flour into the sieve, and this is self-raising flour. We're also going to add some salt and just sift that together. Once that's sifted, we're going to add our herbs. We've got some chopped chives and some chopped parsley, and stir that in. After that, we're going to mix our wet ingredients. So we've got some milk in the jug. We're going to add 2 eggs and some oil and give that a whisk.
I've never seen such an elaborate mealie bread. This is going to be very, very tasty.
It's going to be delicious. Would you like to pass me the cheese? This is grated cheddar cheese. Give that a stir. Next, we're going to add our sweet corn.
The hero of the dish.
Absolutely. And we're going to add some sun-dried tomatoes, along with your wet ingredients. You need to mix this quite well, just make sure that all the flour is incorporated and everything's mixed evenly. Once that's done, you can pop it into your greased tin. And I've lined this tin with some paper just to stop it from sticking. So the last touch before we pop it in the oven is we need to add a sprinkling of cheese.
You can never have too much cheese.
I agree. So that's all ready for the oven.
What's next?
So now we're going to be making some chili con carne tacos. This is a chili mince filling with beans and tacos. Let's get started. Pop your pan on the heat and add some olive oil. The first thing we're going to do is saute our onions.
Like I always say, you know something's going to be absolutely delicious when onions on the go.
Totally. Next we're going to add some garlic, some green chilies and some bay leaves. And let that cook for a minute or so. Next we add the cumin. We're going to add the mince now and let it brown in the pan. Time to add the last few ingredients. We can add our beans. Thank you. Our tomatoes. And some brown sugar and salt. Give that a good mix. Lastly, we're going to add some water and then leave it to simmer. And in the meantime, we can get our taco shells ready. So these are store-bought tacos. We're going to pop them in the oven to warm them up. All ready for the oven. Let's make our sour cream topping. So we've got half a cup of sour cream in the bowl. We're going to add some lime juice and some fresh chopped coriander. Mix that together.
The aromas of the coriander and lime are delightful.
And they work so well with the mince. Easy peasy, that's all done. I think those tacos are ready.
Awesome.
Yum.
Voila.
And now it's time to build our tacos.
That looks absolutely divine.
And this is great because everyone can get stuck in and build their tacos any way they like.
And mix and match.
Totally. So I'm going to start with a little bit of lettuce. Don't put too much. We don't want to overstuff the taco. Add some of your mince filling. A little bit of cheese. Pop some sour cream on top. And you're good to go.
And there we have it.
It's your favorite part, Zach. Time to make dessert.
You know me so well.
We're going to be making apple and cinnamon clafoutis.
Oh, sounds fabulous.
Let's get our pan on the heat. Add some butter to the pan. We're also going to add some caster sugar and some cinnamon. And we're going to melt that together into a beautiful, spicy, sugary sauce. That's looking good. We can add the apples now. Pop your sliced apples into the pan. You really want them to be coated in that cinnamon syrup. While these are cooking, we can make our batter. So to start off, we're going to pop some eggs in the bowl, and we're going to add some caster sugar. Whisk back together until pale and fluffy. Once that's combined, we're going to add some flour and some vanilla paste for flavor. I love vanilla paste. Now we're going to add our cream and some milk. And give that one final whisk. That's all mixed. Shall we check on the apples?
Yes.
Our apples have softened, so we can assemble the tart now. So what I'm going to do is take my greased pie dish and pour half of the cooked apples into the dish. You can just arrange them at the bottom like that. And then we're going to pour in all of our batter.
This is going to be so decadent.
Finish it off by putting the rest of the apples on top. That cinnamon smells great.
It is so simple.
Very, very easy. Simple, elegant French cooking.
When I think dessert, I think elaborate and labor-intensive. This is wonderful.
Not at all. This one is so easy to put together. Ready for the oven. So to really get us in the mood for spring, we're going to be making a refreshing berry sangria.
Yummy.
First, we're going to pop our fresh blueberries into the jug. Some raspberries. Would you like to pop some strawberries in for me? I've also got some fresh lime slices. And all you need to do is add your chilled white wine. You could definitely use a non-alcoholic wine or grape juice instead. I'm going to add a dash of orange liqueur and top the whole lot off with some soda water.
That literally looks like spring in a jug.
It really does. Give it a mix. Shall we take that to the table?
Teresa, what a feast.
Are you ready to tuck in?
I'm ready to taco in.
Well, while you're making a taco, I'm going to fetch the dessert.
Awesome. Oh, wow.
As the French would say, bon appétit.
Thank you. Some of this. Fruit in there.
Delicious.
Taco?
Thank you.
Teresa, once again, thank you so much for spoiling us.
It's such a pleasure.
I keep thinking, how can it get better? And it always does.